All right, and welcome to That's Based. I am your host, Caleb Salvatore. We are laughing our way through the end of days, and of course, reporting from somewhere underground. It's a special show today. I told you we were having some guests on, and this guy made some waves like a week and a half ago because he went on a local radio station here in town that we're not on, so we're not going to give a shout out to. But he went on a local radio station and did an interview, and he announced he's running for office. It was the first that a lot of people have heard from him, unless you listen to this show, because he has done this show before. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we've got the legendary Chris Baker here in studio with us.
And it is a beautiful studio, too.
It is.
You know what's missing?
What's that?
A barking dog.
We could get the barking dog back in here. That would...
Caleb's dog hates my guts.
It's not just you. He hates everybody.
Does he? Good.
My old dog, she only hated black people. So I'm glad this one barks at
I'm
everybody.
glad you got rid of that racist dog.
You see, this because you're running for office. You gotta denounce the racist dog.
I believe that all people should have the equality with all dogs. You elect me, all dogs will be friendly.
That's right.
Animal.
Well, you got my mom's vote.
Yeah, that's a crazy story.
That's a crazy. So we can't. There's a legal case, so we can't talk about it on here. But yeah, no, it's okay. So before we get into idiots, you were telling me something about Miami. I got to hear this. First.
So before we started here, before we got started, Caleb and I were just yakking about doing goofy radio stuff and bits and everything. And he said, it's like War of the Worlds. And I've never told you this story. This is so when I started in talk radio in Miami, I was on the weekends.
Yeah.
So this was Fidel Castro was alive and well, and he had just taken over Cuba. No, I'm kidding. So
back
Fidel,
to the 60s. yeah, they put these missiles down outside.
a young Fidel Castro. Anyway, so he did another one of those mass releases, right? Or he was threatening.
Yeah.
Like what was it? Scarface, the movie Scarface.
Yeah.
That was kind of the backdrop of that whole cute, which was pretty accurate, by the way. Anyway, I lived in South Florida, so they're talking about having another Mariel boat lift. So I was on WIOD for 4 straight hours. And then I was also simulcast to another station, WSUN, I think, for the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right. So it's 4 total. The 2 last hours are on in Tampa.
Yeah.
So I set this up with the Miami audience. I said, listen, let's tell Tampa when we go on in Tampa that there's another Mariel boat lift going on, and that we're going to house we're going to start housing Cubans in the Sun Dome, which I guess that's what they called it, but it's where the Rays play baseball now.
Yeah.
Because Major League Baseball used to hold Tampa hostage. And they would say, well, the Cardinals might move there unless they get a new stadium.
Yeah.
And then they would build them a new stadium. And the people in Tampa, year after year, were just let down. So I set it up with the Miami audience. Y'all are out on your boats and you're, whatever you're doing, and you're seeing all these people coming ashore. And they're rounding them up and they're putting them on buses and heading them to the stadium in Tampa. And then, to make it even more stupid, I said that I just got a release from the immigration authorities, and it says, at the bequest of the president, if you can find 27 guys who can play ball, Major League Baseball will give you a franchise. So, and I got these people, all these listeners in Miami they're hysterical. One guy's calling in. He's a baseball scout. Yeah. And he's going, I understand there's a 6 foot, the 6 foot pitcher. He's 20, throws 130 miles an hour and just everything. And they're saying that, they're flying over them and people are shooting them and all. So the whole state blows up. Right. Yeah. And so I'm a comic. So the only, I'm not really thinking about this as radio. Yeah. And radio's different than stand-up. Yeah. Because in stand-up, you start your act, you build your act,
Mm-hmm.
and then you hopefully finish your act with a big crescendo, you kill,
Yeah.
and then they give you $20.
Yes, 20. And maybe a free drink if you're lucky.
Yeah, you might get a meal.
Might get a meal, yeah.
You might
yeah.
get a meal.
Yes.
Like frito pie.
Yeah, exactly.
You open up the anyway. So it's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, it is insane. Phones are going crazy. News stations are calling our station. Where is this going? Where are you getting this scoop? And then the best part, two best parts. I was in the Coast Guard for 4.5 years. And without realizing it, I was doing it on the anniversary of the Coast Guard.
Oh my God.
And so
The stars align.
So the Coast Guard had to cancel their anniversary party because there were so many search and rescue calls.
The national incident.
Right, there's all the search and rescue calls are coming in, and I just think it's funny as hell. Right? So my program director calls me on the hotline during a break. He goes, "You know, you're going to have to pull the plug on this." He goes, "This is really getting out of hand." He goes, "It's a great bit, don't get me wrong, but it's getting a little out of hand."
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so I'd milk it for a while. And I mean, it was just phones. And then I was leaving lines open for people in Tampa because I was predicting to the Miami audience.
Yeah.
I said, the Tampa audience is going to be calling, "You better not get them Cubans over here." And, you know, and I'm like, "Well, you can get a baseball team."
Yeah.
"We don't want no baseball team."
My grandma lived in Tampa. That's how it is. Yeah.
So finally, I just pull the plug. I go, okay, I want everybody listening. None of this is real. I made the whole thing up. Everything's made up. Everything's fake. None of this is happening. And what I didn't realize is that in radio, people listen and then they tune out.
They tune out, yeah.
And they tune in and they tune out.
Yeah.
I'm used to doing the comic thing of, "Hey, how you doing, everybody?" And then
Yeah.
at the end of it, "Wah!"
Yeah.
Right? So the second best part is that when it's over,
Yeah.
I get all these news stations call. They all want to talk to me because I'm Orson Welles now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, then Senator Bob Graham, the Democrat senator from the state of Florida, is on the hotline. And he wants to talk to me. And of course, the people in the newsroom are saying, "He's furious. He is furious. I wouldn't pick up the phone." And I'm like, "Oh,
I've got to pick up the phone now." Yeah.
I'll pick up the phone." So I pick up the phone and I'm like, "Hello?" And he goes, "This is Bob Graham." And I go, "Who?" "Senator Bob Graham."
Ego check.
I know. I'm so mean. Anyway, so he's just furious. And he also, he has like another guy, all those politicians, when you talk to them, especially when you're up on the Senate level, they all have a media person that's, you know, there.
Oh, yeah.
To keep them in check.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he said, "Are you the guy doing that?" And I go, "Yes, sir." I go, "My name's Chris Baker. I'm a host." And
Is this on air?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay,
this is off the
This is
air.
off
I'm
air, okay,
actually
yeah.
standing in the newsroom.
Okay.
God, I wish it was on air. Anyway, so he's saying, "Don't you think this is highly irresponsible?" And you hear this little voice in the back, "Yeah, don't you think it's highly irresponsible?" Which makes it even funnier to me. And so everything he says, the little voice repeats.
Yeah.
Right? This is highly irresponsible. And I said, "Well, you know, Senator," he said, "don't you think as a journalist, this is beneath the actions of a journalist?" "Yeah, the actions of a journalist."
Of a journalist. It's like, wow, I never.
Journalist. And I said, "Well, to be honest, Bob, I'm not a journalist. I'm an entertainer."
Yeah.
And so I was entertaining people with theater of the mind. You know?
Yeah.
I said, it's like Orson Welles when he did War of the Worlds. There's
Yeah.
this little pause. Then Bob Graham, U.S. Senator who can send your kids to war, right?
Yeah.
Says, "Well, I don't think that was a high point of his career."
What? That was his only moment of his career.
I go, "What?" I go, "It's like the thing he's known for." "Well, I don't think it'll. Listen.
Einstein and the theory of relativity, just a blip on his career.
I'm on the Federal Communications Board," and I go, "Hang on a second," and I put him on hold, and then I left.
He just sat there.
Yeah,
Air vacuum?
yes, I don't know. I was laughing too hard. I'm thinking, what kind of jackass doesn't know Orson Welles' War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the history of that, and I'm not going to get into it, but people
Yeah.
should listen.
I knew what that was in like 5th grade. I
Yeah.
had the book and everything. Yeah.
People committed suicide.
Oh yeah,
there.
Mia, do you know what that was? The War of the Worlds. You know what War of the Worlds is, right? Like the Tom Cruise movie and everything.
I know the movie.
It was
Is it a book?
Well, it was a book, but it started from like a radio show, and the guy did a pretend broadcast, and then this is like in the 20s, so it's not like there's cell phones or anything.
Oh yeah,
the guy did a pretend broadcast that aliens were attacking.
So yeah, the aliens are attacking the Earth, and
Yeah.
you know, all these people are getting wiped out. People committed suicide.
Oh yeah, they flipped out. They thought it was real. They thought we were being invaded by these giant like tripod aliens. And
you know, I may have made people think there was a Mariel boat lift going on, but nobody killed themselves.
that's are you on Nextdoor? I feel like
Man.
you'd have fun on Nextdoor.
Am I a loser? What? I'm a loser.
I'm permanently banned from Nextdoor because
I don't even know what
it's
that is.
like Facebook for old ladies where they'll go on and they'll post like
Wait a minute.
if they
Facebook for old ladies?
for old ladies.
How
yeah.
old are
It's where-
these women?
Very old. It's like they'll go on there and they'll
Facebook's great.
what it's supposed to be like
Wait a
is
minute.
she's got it pulled up for you. Yeah.
Oh, see me, look, boom. As soon as I touch
got Limu
anything
Emu.
with technology.
I do the same thing.
Here
She
you go.
she
I'm
holds my
sitting-
hand in the Paramount Plus.
All right. Vern Johnson.
Yeah.
I'm seeing more and more people doing the permanent exterior decorative lighting on the roof. Like for those of you that have done this, who did you use? Are you happy with the options? Oh, this guy's not bitching.
No, they will sometimes on there. It's not as I think it's kind of
I
water.
wasted a good voice on that. Can you believe that?
They'll complain about like leaves in the street and I saw one lady one time. She said there was a
Oh, here's
All right, yeah.
a great one. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Interrupted you.
No, go ahead.
Here's a good one. A woman says, I'm looking for a sitter to come to my home every Friday and watch my 2 kids while I work.
What?
Yeah, let's go on social media and look for babysitters.
Look for babysitter.
Yeah.
Great
idea.
Well, I seen one on there. There was an older lady. She said, you know, I was driving through the neighborhood this afternoon and I saw a black teenager was walking. And when I started to follow him, he started to run. Oh, yeah. Of course he did. It's like, yeah, this lady's going 3 miles an hour following me down the street. I'm going to run too.
Sorry, ma'am, but, you know.
So I got on there and I made a fake account and I posted that I had 2 sheriff's deputies come to my house and tell me that my ex-wife and her new husband had hired an assassin to have me killed.
Oh.
And that there was a hit out on me. And I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of comments. The neighborhood is up in smoke. They're thinking,
dude, that's awesome.
They think there's an assassination plot out on someone, and they're arguing about whether it's real and what I did to deserve it. And then there's this one old lady comes in, and she's like, "What is wrong with you people? This poor man is scared and lonely, and you're on here talking about how he's a liar."
You should go back on there and have him look for a car that you would never find.
Yeah. He's driving a pink
I
Mazda.
understand the hitman's driving a maroon 78 Cordoba.
Well, yeah, because I said they're like, are you defending yourself? I'm like, yeah, the highway patrol told me, you know, I do whatever I felt was necessary. Well, I called my brother who's in the highway patrol, and they can't find your name in the system.
Yeah, now your fake name is in the system.
No. Rick Moore is in the system now. They're looking for him.
Now your fake name is in the system. Get a whole new fake name.
I get a whole. No, don't worry. I got like 5 or 6 of them. Don't worry. Oh yeah. I got the king of aliases.
I should really dive into that craziness.
Next door.
Just anything.
You should get on it after you leave here.
I
Yeah,
should do that.
you should. So okay, so you've caused international incidents with countries we're not exactly friendly with.
Yeah.
And then, so now you're running for, I'm going to be honest, you're running for an office that I did not know existed until I found out you were running for it.
Exactly. Well, I made the whole thing up.
It's fake.
And if you would like to contribute to the Chris Baker campaign for best guy ever, no, Yeah. You know, gosh. So, in my new position, right?
Mhm.
So here's how this whole thing came about.
Yeah.
So, I got bounced out of the radio world
Mhm.
and then tried the streaming world, and we just kept getting kicked off the air.
Oh, I know.
Mysteriously, you didn't. Not sure exactly how that came about.
That worked. No, I get
But-
kicked off YouTube once a month.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got to put up a front.
Yeah.
You know, by the way, he gets kicked off YouTube once a month.
Yeah.
Most people, they get kicked off once, it's over. It's
Yeah.
over, John.
Yeah. They let me back. you know.
So anyway, so a couple of things led to this. You know, spending 25 years as a radio talk host, watching politicians and looking at the stupid crap they do, and being able to tell them, you know, hey, this is a really bad idea, and you're going to do it, and it's not going to work, and you're an idiot,
Mhm.
right? So that happened.
Yeah.
And then my best friend, Chris Tritico, his daughter was murdered by
Oh my
a
God.
16-year-old kid. This story's phenomenal. It's an amazing story. So Maria Tritico was a girl. She was an artist, a metal artist,
Uh-huh.
and did amazing stuff.
Here in Omaha?
No.
Oh, okay.
She traveled all over the world
Mhm.
learning about art therapy. And her whole drive was that she wanted to help, you know, traumatized people, especially prisoners,
Mm-hmm.
you know, give them, you know, some art. Well, I don't know what art therapy really is. I guess people chill out if they're
Just
going,
calm
you know,
down, I
I'm
guess.
making
Yeah.
this cool thing, and
Yeah.
it distracts them from whatever. But anyway, Maria was just an amazing girl, and I knew her when she was just a kid, and I remember when she first went to college, and her dad said, "Well, you know, she's going to be she wants to be a art therapist."
Yeah.
I went, okay. And she's very talented. She does jewelry. She makes jewelry.
Mhm.
She made amazing jewelry. But she was the sweetest girl ever, and she was going to college in Chicago. I'm not sure which college is in Chicago, but
Chicago. It's the name of the
probably
school.
Chicago
Yeah.
U
And
or
Northwestern.
Loyola, Northwestern.
Yeah.
Those anyway. So she's there, and at night she would go down to that nasty, tough, crazy jail they have there.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't think of the name of it, but she would go there every night
Yeah.
for free
Mm-hmm.
and just work with guys and teach them how to make stuff and that kind of stuff. So her career, she ended up taking over this big philanthropic art therapy institute
Mm-hmm.
in West Palm Beach, Florida, northern West Palm Beach, Florida. And I used to live there.
Yeah.
So her and her, so she had a fiance, and her fiance and her were, they would go to Singer Island Beach, and I used to go there all the time.
Yeah.
And so I know exactly where they were. And so they would, you know, he'd be playing Frisbee with the dudes. And
Mhm.
it was like a Dockers commercial.
Yeah.
You know, all the hot girlfriends and fiancés are chilling, you know, hanging out on the beach, having, I don't know, fruit stuff or
Yeah.
whatever. And the guys are playing Frisbee.
Sure.
You know, Frisbee and going crazy. So this 16-year-old kid sees a rival gang member
Oh shit.
and pulls out a gun and shoots 5 times.
Oh my god.
And one of those bullets went between 2 buildings through a stand of trees without hitting anything and hit her right in the head.
Oh my god.
Yeah, killed her.
What are the?
They kept her alive long enough for Chris and Debbie to fly from Houston to West Palm Beach. He called me on the way to the airport
Yeah.
to tell me. And, you know, we're all stunned. And so they went, and she was an organ donor. So they kept, you know, they kept things going.
Yeah.
I know this story's getting really long, but it's an amazing story about an amazing family.
Yeah.
And so her kidney is keeping one of Chris's close friends' wife alive.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay. Nice.
Because I didn't know this, but when they donate, when you have a family member that donates, the first thing they ask you is, do you know anyone who needs an organ?
Oh, because you're a close
Right.
match. Yeah.
Yeah, because if they put your kid's organ in there and it saves their life, you can hold that over their head forever.
It's ultimate
Sorry.
guilt trip.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a story.
Well, you know.
I saw a story about
Sure, you can't give me a ride. All right.
I saw a story about a 60-year-old rock star that died and was an organ donor, and somebody got his liver. And I'm like, what a shit.
Yeah, what?
Can I take this one back?
I feel worse than I felt last week. Man, I don't know what the problem is with this liver, but oh, Lordy.
It's like your car gets totaled, and you're like, you're going to enjoy your 92 Ford Pinto we got you.
My liver's got a pull start. Anyway, so I learned a lot about, and he actually is involved now helping these people who take the organs understand that you can't just give everybody the bum's rush. You know, yeah, great, she's donating organs. Okay, great. You guys say goodbye. All right, out, get out. We got to cut her up, you know. And so that was very moving. But she was murdered by a 16-year-old kid. Yeah. Right? And I went there for the sentencing, and this kid's just sitting there, and his mom was there, and there were about 3 or 4 other people there, or his grandmother was there. Yeah. And she actually turned him in. Oh, good on grandma. So her and the Triticos have, they got to know each other very well. Yeah. So at one point in the trial, and Chris is a top defense attorney in the country. He's probably top 10. Yeah, okay. And he was on the Timothy McVeigh trial. Yeah. I mean, he's done a lot of high-profile stuff. Greatest guy in the world. We're going to bill him for this ad when this is over. Because he's awesome. But anyway, at one point in the trial, Chris is following it. Yeah. And in fact, the prosecutors figured out who he was. He didn't tell them he was an attorney. Mm-hmm. Never said a word. They just figured it out. So this kid's court-appointed defense attorney wasn't showing up for hearings. Mm-hmm. And so Chris is a defense attorney. Yeah. So he sees where this is going. Yeah. That kid, he didn't get a fair trial. He didn't have proper representation. All right, he gets to go. Yeah. So Chris flew to West Palm Beach to his next hearing and represented him. Represented the guy that shot his kid? Yeah. I didn't know that was legal. I thought it was like a conflict of interest or something. Well, he went in there just to represent him, to appeal to the judge to appoint better counsel. Okay, yeah. That makes sense, yeah. But he said it's the hardest thing he's ever done in his life. Yeah. But so watching my friend go through that, and this new Juvie Justice Center here in Omaha, they told everybody, right? They told everybody, oh, we're going to build it. It's going to be so good. And the children are going to, once they go in there, they're going to come out. They're going to be perfect and they're going to be great. And I watched them build it. It was across the street from where I used to do comedy at one of the clubs I used to do. Yeah. So, but they told the public, okay, we're gonna raise your taxes a little bit. Just a little bit. We spent $114 million building this building, and in the building will be the Juvie Justice Center, which is basically a jail. But the jail is built kind of like a really high dollar version of a McDonald's playroom, right? Seriously, there's cells. And there's lounging areas and giant screen TVs. Will it be cleaner than a McDonald's playroom? Oh, totally. No ball pit. No, that's what I was going to ask you, sir. That was my follow-up. No ball pit. Probably parents never let your kid get in the ball pit. No. Don't ever do it, It's like a horror movie that's going to come out soon. Someday it's just going to be ball pit. Ball pit, yeah. It's going to be like monsters coming out of the ball pit late at night. They used to talk about snakes being in them and stuff. I remember that was a rumor when I was a kid. I'd be happy to find a snake. My mom was freaking out because there was some email. That was when email chains were a thing, and there's snakes and needles or something in them. Yeah, some devious guy. Yeah, that's the country. Honey, you go order a milkshake. I'm gonna unload the snakes. Get in. Like that bus from Next of Kin. You ever see that movie with Patrick Swayze? No. Oh, the dumbest movie ever. I love bringing that movie. It's the stupidest movie ever, about Patrick Swayze, who's a coon ass from the hills, and he becomes a Chicago detective. Yeah. And then a relative of theirs gets murdered, so that means the family's got to come get retribution. Yeah. It's a feud.
Oh.
So my favorite scene in the whole movie is when they are literally loading up a school bus with snakes to take to Chicago to fight the mob.
Brilliant.
Oh yeah.
That's how you beat the mob.
It's got a scene in there where they're packing up and getting ready to go to Chicago,
Yeah.
fight the mob. And there's all these women making these, sandwiches with the homemade bread. And
Yeah.
the bread's like 6 inches thick. And they're
Yeah.
making, lard sandwiches and putting them in a picnic basket with
Yeah.
a little red check napkin and stuff.
Yeah, little Scooby snacks. Yeah.
And they're loading it up, and they got these aquariums all full of snakes. A bus full of snakes take on the mob. Anyway,
Brilliant.
back to Chris Trinico.
Yes.
So, 16-year-old kid murdered the daughter. I go to the sentencing. They give the kid 50 years day for day. The judge was very specific. So there's no good time, none of that bullshit. And then he said he's going to write a letter. He said because a kid gets a guaranteed parole hearing at 30 years.
Okay.
Out of 50.
46. That's old.
So he will. So anyway, the judge said, I'm going to put a letter in here telling whoever reviews this case, do not let this guy out.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
So it was really bizarre.
Yeah.
Well, they were doing victims impact statements, and then his buddies or relatives, whatever, they're in the back of the room laughing, cutting up, talking shit, making jokes. Deputies had to go back there 4 times.
Yeah.
Tell him to shut up.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah.
Guy gets 50 years.
Yeah.
He didn't flinch. His buddies didn't flinch. Nobody flinched.
Mhm.
Judge said, boom, court's adjourned. They walk out. I'm looking. They're walking out. They barely even look back at him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they didn't care.
And they're out in the hallway waving at another buddy of theirs who's in cuffs, who's 1 floor down.
Yeah.
They're waving to him. And so I just walked over and I said, I introduced myself. And I said, I got to ask you, he got 50 years, didn't even flinch. You guys didn't even flinch. And then you walked out of there like it was just another day.
Yeah.
I said, that's a little weird to me. And the guy just looks at me and goes, well, we're going to either be dead or in prison. And then they turned around and walked off, right?
At least they're optimistic.
Well, at least they got choices.
Yeah, they do.
I think
They have options.
that's what my dad taught me when I was a kid. He told me to make sure, have a plan.
Yeah.
Try to have your number one plan, and then you got your
The
backup.
prison's probably backup plan to death.
Backup, yeah. Death
Then
is
prison.
the plan. Backup, prison.
Yeah. So they're aware of it and they're just cool with it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know.
Well, they don't know any better.
Yeah.
Right. And I know that some people might say that this is very insensitive of me to say this, but it's not.
No, it's
They
true.
don't know any better. Now, in my current position,
Yeah.
I deal with these guys every day, all day, 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
And to me, this has been the greatest experience
Yeah.
because I got a view that people don't get. And I'm telling you, man, the people that come in that building, the kids, like the last, I would say 4 days, I've seen 6 kids brought in that had leg shackles on them.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And I mean, juvenile violence is becoming a real problem in this city.
Huge problem. They had another 14-year-old kid indicted for murder just 2 weeks ago.
14 years
Yeah.
old. Do you know what I was doing at 14? Not murdering people. No, I mean, nothing productive, but not murdering people.
Loser.
I might have been,
Loser.
I might have been shoplifting from the mall, but I wasn't killing people, but yeah, that's nuts.
Well, so if you take, like, people ask me, what do you, like, for those of you that don't know, all right, so here's what I'm doing now. I work for the sheriff's department.
Yeah.
And I do courthouse and civic center security. I'm a security professional.
Professional, yeah.
I've got a badge.
They give you a
gun,
segue?
the whole thing, And they don't just get anybody.
Yeah.
You got to be the cream of the crop of old fuckers to do this job. So,
I've seen them at the Sarpy County Courthouse, man. Those guys are.
oh no, those guys, no. Nobody's that old where I work. Those guys.
Yeah, they're ancient.
Our old guys make fun of those guys.
Guys, I didn't know they were hiring World War I vets. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? It's like,
tell you what, when I was in the trenches. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so I see it all day, every day. People show up for court in their pajamas.
Oh, yeah.
Pajama pants and slippers. Now, I can see pajama pants and tennis shoes.
Sure.
All right, so I'm not saying, yeah, I think it's good people go to court, you know, where certain decisions come down that truly affect your life.
Yeah.
I think you might want to go in there looking a little better than pajamas.
No, not a suit, but, you know, maybe some jeans, some nice jeans.
I would say a suit, frankly.
Yeah, a suit, yeah, if you got them. So not everyone has a suit. But, you know, 14-year-old murderer probably doesn't have a suit.
Oh,
but
no, they get him a suit.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, their attorneys will buy it for them.
Oh, okay.
Or their public defender, they'll pick up that tab for them.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Expensive.
So anyway, I've seen this. I've chronicled this for all these years as a talk host, and now every prediction I've ever made comes true. Like people come in the courthouse, and this is the big thing that I get from it, even bigger than, you know, kids come in, they have no social skills. You'll see mom or grandma and 4 or 5 kids come in, they just reek of weed.
Yeah.
Why would you show up in a courthouse reeking of weed?
That's just something I've never been able to comprehend. Showing up smelling.
But they don't care.
Yeah.
Right? Because really nothing really happens to them.
Right.
But the biggest thing that I see that is it's an eye-opener every day, right? People will come in and they really need help. They need something, right? They really need their government to do what government's supposed to do. And sometimes, you know, people come in and they throw their phone and metal and stuff like that. But the ones that get me are the people who come in and they empty their pockets and it's like a plastic comb and a couple of throat lozenges.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
all they got. You know, that's, you know, if you think about it, wow.
Yeah.
And you see, they just flow in, right? And so all these people, a lot of these people are broken.
Sure.
You know, we get a lot of people who are, they're mentally whacked.
Well, we're all broken to some degree. Some people just never learn how to put the pieces back together. You know what I mean?
You know, that. And then again, there's people that just keep getting squashed.
Yeah.
You know, one crappy thing happens and then they're like trying to get through that. And then here comes something else down the road, you know. You see that. And man, sometimes people come in there and they smell so bad. A lady, a lady was on her way to a specific room. Yeah. And then didn't make it.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. But so it's also funny.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I have a good time goofing around, especially with the brothers that come in.
Yeah.
You know, it's just we get along.
Yeah.
And we make a lot of jokes and goof around. But I will tell you a funny story that happened last week. So a woman came in, she's very rude.
Yeah.
Very rude, very entitled, mad at me about everything. I didn't do anything to her. I'm just, you know, making sure she's not bringing a gun or anything.
Right, yeah.
So she comes in and she's just nagging me because she had a weapon that she can't bring it into the courthouse.
Yeah.
Right. So I made her take it out. She comes back in, she's cussing me out, and I'm just, you know, nothing I can do. Right.
Right. Yeah.
I don't really care. She's her, I'm me, I'm good. So she goes in, and I mean, she called me bald-headed this guy, and, you know, stupid bald-headed white cracker, you know, it was great. But she's wearing white sweatpants.
Yeah.
And a light off-white sweat, like hoodie.
Hoodie, yeah.
And so she's walking away towards some elevators, and I look, and she's got a poop stain right in the back of her pants.
No.
Right. Yeah.
To court.
I mean, there was no question of what that was. And I'm just like, oh, man, no, I'll never unsee that.
Oh.
So the best part was later she comes out and I'm still standing there and she just starts yelling at me, bald-headed, stupid bald-headed, blah, 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 blah. And she kind of paused for a second. I said, well, you know, ma'am, I am a bald-headed guy, but I don't have a shit stain in the back of my pants. All the other guys I work with are just dying laughing. 2 deputies just ran. They didn't want to be anywhere near the blast area for that.
Through the HR violation.
Well, yeah, I said it. It's true.
Yeah.
She was rude.
Yeah.
And I didn't yell at her.
No.
I just go, well, yeah, I'm a bald-headed guy, but I don't have a big shit stain in the back.
I mean, if anything, you were just warning her. It was a courtesy.
You know what? I was giving her perspective.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
I would want to know if I had a shit stain on my pants.
Right. And you know what else? She can wash those pants.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm always going to be bald.
That's
I think
true.
I'm the guy losing out.
That's true.
No, but you come in contact with all these people, and they're and even the really rude people and stuff. They're still people.
Yeah.
And nobody's coming in there having their best day.
No.
So anyway, juvie justice. And when I was on the air in 18 and 19 at KFAB,
yeah,
they were going to build that juvie justice center, and I'm looking at it, and I'm talking to the police association, I'm talking to the sheriff's department, I'm talking to all these guys who deal with juveniles every single day.
Yeah.
And the whole beef was they had a facility that holds 110, and then they wanted to build this new facility because apparently here's the big problem with juvenile crime. Excuse me. After a juvenile murders someone,
yeah,
if you could just house him closer to the courthouse,
yeah,
that seems to apparently make a big difference.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Makes a difference. Like that guy, yeah, I killed that guy. And then he's right next to the courthouse goes, oh, man, yeah.
I understand.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
I understand now. Yeah. Rehabilitation.
I didn't have a long ride to really think this out.
Yeah. In other words, there were some contractors that needed some money.
Well, I don't know. They needed a facility because they did need it.
Sure.
They needed they needed extra space for the public defenders, because this is ironic, and I brought this up during the discussion about this juvenile justice center. As a county grows, more criminal types come in too.
Yeah.
And they get arrested.
Yeah.
So you're going to need more public defenders.
Yep.
You're going to need more prosecutors. You're going to need all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Victims advocates. They have an office for victims advocates up there. So you're going to need more of that.
Sure.
Right? So that's part of the building they built. Then they also added, as part of this, and this was what made everybody so excited about it, allegedly, was they were going to have a juvenile justice center.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only going to have 60 beds.
Yeah.
Currently, they're averaging 80 to 90.
God's sakes.
Yeah, I know.
That's local government in action if I've ever heard it.
So, well, it gets even better. So the lady I'm running against,
Yeah.
Marianne Borgeson.
She is the incumbent.
She's been there 30 years.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of stuff that happens when you've been there 30 years.
Is she a Republican?
So here's what she lists as a Republican.
Claims to be. Okay, yeah.
She's a moonbat.
Okay.
So, so she decides, okay, we're going to build this. Her and the Sherwood Foundation, Susie Buffett.
Yeah.
Right? So I know what happened here. But so what they did was they got together, we're going to build this facility. And then they're quoted as saying, we wanted to build a smaller facility so that we could nudge. The communists love the nudge.
Oh, yes.
We're going to nudge the county officials into not incarcerating so many juveniles.
So, what?
Yeah.
So they're going to make a smaller one.
Yes.
And that's going to get rid of crime. Is basically what
Well, it's not going to get rid of crime.
It's just going to release
they're
criminals.
They're going to bring in a lot of these magic programs that at the time I'm asking, tell me about this programming and these programs. Where are they in place? Where are they working? Can you show? No, we can't show you.
Yeah.
Well, so where are they doing this? Well, these programs are being created by experts.
Yeah.
And that was the wrap for the whole thing. So we're depending on magic programs that don't exist.
Yeah.
To make everybody safer. The children will be more productive and
Yeah.
won't go around robbing people.
So if a kid murders or rapes somebody and the beds are full, then just right back out onto the street.
Give
The
him an
program
ankle
will fix
monitor.
them. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh.
Ankle monitors. I see guys come in. Sometimes they have 2.
Yeah. Oh
They have
my
2.
god. Look, I'm not. Look, I'm like. I'm a born again Catholic, so I'm not under the impression that people can't be redeemed, right? You know, if a kid robs a liquor store
I
at
believe in
16 or
redemption.
whatever, I think he can be fixed, right? But there's also, believing in redemption doesn't mean people shouldn't suffer consequences.
Right. Redemption doesn't mean no consequences.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know? Well, so to build it, they formed a nonprofit, which the woman I'm running against, Marianne Borgeson, would be the top
The
dog.
head of, oh, so
She's the head of it all, right? So then the Sherwood Foundation says, we'll give you $10 million.
yeah,
5 for construction, 5 for magic programs that don't exist.
yeah.
So then they start building it, and it's all being built through the nonprofit. And so they're in charge of it. They're ignoring the police. They're ignoring juvenile, court officials. They're ignoring prosecutors. All these people are telling them, you already have 90 kids in the other facility. You can't build a 60-bed facility.
Yeah.
And they instead said, no, we know better. I don't know if you know this. My father is one of the richest men in the world.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that gives me some credibility.
Oh, yes.
And, and this is what I said, and I know you have seen this too. I think politicians, when they get elected, like we're showbiz guys.
Sure.
Right? We do
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're used to people saying, hey, you're great.
yeah,
People that run for office are not used to being told how great they are.
yeah.
So now you got this, and again, this is just my whole theory, but I'm pretty good at this. My wife will tell you that I'm always right. But Marianne Borgeson's now hanging with Susie Buffett, and they're sitting there and they're putting together their ideal facility, and it's going to be great. And she's hanging with Susie, and they're all hanging out together. So they build it. The total for that out of the 114. Am I boring you, by the way? You're playing with your hair.
She's always doing this.
Oh.
No, this is what helps me. I always do this during the show. It helps me concentrate.
Are you
Yeah.
are you concentrating?
Yeah.
She's very laser
Amazing.
focused right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that helps. Playing with my hair helps me
I didn't mean to
concentrate
bust
so I
your-
don't lose interest.
She's going to chime in about 5 minutes and say the most racist thing you've ever heard. That's normally, no, I'm just kidding. That's her shtick. No.
So they built this, ignored every expert, and now the county is on the hook for $27 million
Sweet.
of a building, and it's empty. I see it every day.
Yeah.
It's empty. There's nobody in it.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on. And to make it even better, it costs Douglas County about $300,000 a year just
To run the utilities.
to run the utilities and pay a guy to walk around and flush toilets.
How do I get that job?
Yeah, me too. Well, the electric bill cuts into it.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
something else dumb. If you drive by at night, every light in the whole place is on.
So they're just running it constantly.
Yeah, it's just constantly up and running.
See, I never understood my dad until I got a house of my own, and now I'm that guy that's throwing a fit about the 12 cents you're going to add to the
Yeah.
light bill, or the
Yeah.
light bill. You leave that light. Yeah, no,
Absolutely, that stuff adds up.
absolutely.
So, in order to service the debt,
Yeah,
right, taxpayers are on the hook. I know I've got the number. I have the numbers all right here in my
Yeah.
phone, but I don't want to just sit
Oh no,
here
you're good.
start scrolling around, But I know that. So what I've done is in my research, I do extensive research.
Me too.
I did. That juvie justice facility is like 21% of the whole project.
Yeah,
So 27 million out of 114. So when you're servicing the debt on the 114, 2 million, over almost $3 million a year
yeah.
goes to service the debt for an empty building. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah. And it's been like that for 3 years.
wow.
And yesterday, just to give you an example of how much they don't care,
Yeah,
they're all moon bats on that. Whole board's full of moon bats.
yeah.
So they didn't even have their normal Tuesday meeting yesterday because, this is just not really a pressing issue.
Oh,
Well, I'm Chris Baker, and I'm running for her seat. She's
Yeah.
been there 30 years. This is what happens when people serve for 30 stinking years.
yeah.
And I'm ready. I want to go in there and try to change that mentality. I don't want to go fight people.
Right.
You know, but I do want to go in and bring this new perspective, have new eyes on stuff.
Who can vote for you? Is it anyone in Douglas County?
District 6.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I see.
So I'm in District 6.
I'll have to figure
You know
out
what you
where.
do? You register at my house, right? Just register to vote at my house. I don't know. Is that illegal?
I don't think you can encourage
My
people.
friends at Act Blue told me it was perfectly fine to have 700 people living
They
at
tell
your
you
house.
is Dan Osborne there during that
Yeah, Dan
conversation?
Osborne was there. Well, you know, Dan Osborne and his union supervised building that new wing on the Baker
Of
House.
course they did. Well, did his wife's consulting business specialize there with her $115,000?
I don't know.
That's-
I have no idea.
well,
Here's
did-
what I know about Dan Osborne. I loaned him my spy pen
Yeah.
when I was helping them during the Kellogg strike.
Yeah.
That worked out well, though, didn't it?
Oh yeah, they're getting
Worked
rid of
out
it.
really well.
They're big
Anyway,
fans of ours.
So I was helping him, and a nice guy, if you ever met him.
Oh, yeah, he did the
Incredibly
show.
Guy. And I loaned him my spy pen. I never got it back.
Oh,
Spy pen, you put it in your pocket, and you just click the top of it, and when you're talking to people, they don't know you're recording everything.
really?
Oh, yeah, high def. You could run it on TV if you
Huh.
want. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Huh. I got no, he did the show. We were the first ones that interviewed him.
Good.
When he was in, nobody took him seriously.
Right.
And they were scrounging for interviews before I think the DNC got on board. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
He's got some shady financials that are going on, but other than that, it's very, very friendly guy.
I don't know anything about that.
No.
I'm not running against him.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm running against. I want to replace Marianne Borgeson because I just watched for so long these politicians. They just loot taxpayers, and then they come in and they talk to you with a big smile.
Yeah.
Hey, good. You know what? You're right. We need to get that juvie justice center up and running
They'll
as quick
never
as
do it.
possible. You're right. And then it's over. You know.
never
And then
do
I sat in. First of all, I'd never seen her.
Yeah.
I've lived here. I used to be the highest rated talk host in town.
Mm-hmm.
Never met her.
I've heard a number because Voorhees was talking on the air the other day about how he's never gotten her on despite numerous requests.
Yeah.
And Mia, why don't you send an email? See if she'll do our show.
Yeah, do that.
I'll bring her on. I'll talk to her.
She'll respond to me because I'm a woman.
She
Yeah.
might.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You should sign it off as Mia, woman of color.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's a racist if she
she'll
doesn't
be
a
all
respond.
over
woman
it.
of color.
Yeah.
Woman of color. Just sign off as that. That way she's a racist if she
Just
does.
write her and go, hi, what is it? Oh, commissioner. That's right.
You got to know what job you're running for.
I know. They call it the board. And
Yeah.
you said something so funny in the very beginning when you said, I didn't even know that it even existed.
No.
You'd be surprised how many people that I've said that to, and they go, what do they do?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do they do? What, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You look at your house payment lately. That's what they do.
Yeah, that's what they do. So are you in charge of how much we get taxed at? Or
I don't. The board controls the tax levy,
okay.
right? So what I want to try to do is I want to get in there and be an influence for to quit wasting money.
Yeah.
First and foremost, but to also you got to have accountability, right? If you say I'm going to spend 114 million bucks and we're going to build this juvie justice center, you need to know, number one, when it's going to be built, number two, when it's going to open,
Yeah.
and basically start operating.
Yeah.
Those are the things you have to have. They didn't, and here you're gonna love this. They raised they raised the levy, so that
Yeah.
raised your taxes,
Of course.
and they didn't budget for people to work there.
Oh my God. So then
Can you believe that?
so now I gotta raise it again.
I mean,
yeah.
well, so again,
It's all
I'm doing.
volunteers.
Yeah, they're all volunteer work. That's,
Well,
you know,
no, the magic programs are going to work so well. The kids are just going to stop by on their own.
this is
shoot
starting
some ball and then hit a punch clock. Hey, I was here.
this is starting to sound a lot like my wife's creative budgeting about how we just find the money to go out to eat 4 nights a week and go to TJ Maxx and buy all the Christmas decorations
That's
every
right.
year. And
Yeah.
it's fine. It'll just show
Like
up.
any married couple.
Yeah, it's there.
I've been doing it for 26 years.
Don't worry about it. It'll show up. It'll.
That's right.
That's what it sounds like to me.
It shows up from you. I don't see it.
Yeah, she doesn't see it. She's got these magic. When we first started dating, she told me, and I quote, she wanted some jewelry for her birthday. And, I'm on the road, so I'm broke as shit. And she tells me, and I quote, "That's what credit cards are for." That's
bingo.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. The mentality never changed.
That's the goal,
yeah.
right? Is to go into debt and pay it back on time.
Yeah.
So you can get a higher credit score.
So I get more debt.
So you can go further into debt.
Is that a fun scam they run? Nope. I got my house and my cars. We're done. We're done. No more loans. No more loans. But I got to pay for all the city's loans now. I can't afford to get any more.
Well, you're on the hook.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll dig up that.
Because I want to know how much I have to pay for all this stuff. Because I groan every time I pay the mortgage of how much of it goes to property tax here. It's insane.
Well, once you do interest, you do all your property taxes, insurance, all that stuff, like $500 of your house payment actually goes to principal.
It's like putting a drop of water from an eyeglass or an eyedropper into a bathtub. It'll fill up eventually.
Forest fire.
Yeah.
Hey, give me that eyedropper.
Yeah, that's how it feels. She doesn't make you don't know how it feels. That's every time. Yeah.
Big tanker plane flying over. There's one guy. Beep.
Little eyedropper. Yep. That's how it feels paying the mortgage.
Malibu fire.
Yes, that's how it feels. Well,
there's I have a lot of water. Here you go. Beep.
Yeah, that's the whole other story going on there. That's
So this time away from radio.
Yeah.
And now I've been working there for 3 years, right? And it's almost like, well, I'll tell you what it has done for me, and I'm sure you kind of hit this as well.
Yeah.
I never really, and I'm not saying this against Marianne Borgeson, who's been there for 30 years and who I would like to replace.
Yeah.
I'm making a generic comment.
Mm-hmm.
But don't you think it's interesting that right now, and I believe that God is shining the light on people who lead us. Mm-hmm. Because if you just watch, those are some of the dumbest people.
They're so stupid.
They're stupid. They don't know, they don't know, they can't say anything unless somebody has said, here's what you should say.
Yeah.
Right?
They are.
I mean, we got these people that are in charge and they're just dopes. They're just dopes.
They're overeducated. Someone once told me all the dumbest people I know went to college. And I'm like, yep, that's 100% right. Yes. They're overeducated, and a lot of them are degenerates.
Oh, yeah.
Alcoholics, drug addicts, adulterers, and I'm not going to drop any names because I don't want to get sued, but there's a lot of if these people lived in a trailer park, we'd be calling them trash. You know what I mean? For the way they behave.
If they didn't have their office, they would probably live in a trailer
They
park.
probably
I'll
would.
bet you money that if you had 2 cars with a flat tire, each one, that guy living in the trailer park would their kid running around in a diaper would have that tire changed quicker
than these elected officials. Yes,
right?
absolutely.
And some congressman. Well, I believe we have a flat tire.
Yeah.
Here. Put a committee together.
And then 3 months later,
this flat tire. Trump has ruined the roads.
I am Tom Becca. Yeah, then after 3 months, the committee would find out that there was no tire to begin with, or something like that.
There really wasn't any tire.
Yeah.
You don't even have a car. Well, if I did, it could have been flat.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're 100% right. It is for as high as we hold the level of esteem we hold toward these people. They are just the bottom of the barrel of society.
Well, I mean, they're people that are really good at saying the right thing to get elected.
Yeah.
And now that I'm not on the radio, right? And I mean, I saw it when I was on the radio, but now that I'm not, I'm able to put it more in focus because I see it and I'm thinking, damn it, I wish I was on the radio.
I know.
It's so much fun to make fun of that guy.
Right.
But yeah, these people get elected and then there's nothing. Like, I'll give you a great example. County board. This is a county board example. I think that if I'm on the county board, I could be very helpful and bring a new perspective. Okay. So one of the county board members, Garcia, whatever, he's got like, I don't know, 20 degrees,
Yeah.
right? He's a divinity degree. And
Yeah.
he's
So he's in crippling debt.
Very educated.
Crippling debt is what you're saying.
So the sheriff, so let me make a point quick before I tell this. So what I did is I did a study, or not a study, but I did research, and I took, facilities of the same size in cities that have the relatively same population, same demographics, and did research to find out that if they just took that 60-bed facility and leased it to ICE, they could bring in $1.5 million a year to Douglas County.
So we'd make money.
We would make money.
Yeah.
No one has ever lost money
Yeah.
leasing out jail space to the Fed.
Never. No. They'll find someone for it.
If we did an agreement with the Marshal Service and immigration, we could bring in over $3 million a year.
Yeah.
So the sheriff comes out and says, I think we should start, leasing out jail space to the Marshal Service and immigration. So the Garcia guy, he's the head of the board, whatever they call that guy. I don't really know much about it. Here's what I know. I want that seat for District 6 so that I can lobby for the taxpayer and present real perspective, because this is what they said at the county board. We don't want to do a deal with ICE because it is not right that we are pulling families apart. And these people are just here working. They're honest. And, what we think is that we need to push for immigration reform.
What does that even mean at the county level?
Well, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, it is. At the county level, that is not your job.
You can't do anything.
That is not your job.
Yeah.
Your job on the county board is to make sure that county agencies are properly funded.
Yeah.
And that the roads are, nice, right? Take care of
We're not doing that.
Those things, right?
Well,
Your board is not to socially engineer the country.
It's
Your
grandstanding.
board is not to.
I saw an ad for he's a Republican. He's running for governor in, I think it's like Michigan or somewhere like that. And he's like, the southern border. I'm like, bro, do you know where your state is? You're in Michigan. What are you talking about, the southern border?
They're everywhere.
This is not your job. Yeah, I know. Oh, no, I know.
I see it every day. I'll tell you about that. Dude, I could talk for hours about this. I'm not kidding. It's so crazy. Anyway, so this guy's saying these people, they're not criminals, blah, blah, blah. Well, he's using the 75 people they arrested at that food processing plant.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
They were arrested because they were using stolen IDs.
There's social security numbers, right?
Stolen social security. So you're in the fraud biz. You commit a lot of fraud.
Yeah, all day. Yes.
A lot of fraud, a lot of scams.
Yes.
He has a still in the spare bedroom.
Yes. We just print off social security numbers.
Liquor.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Sicilian. I gotta.
They got
family.
Jake Daniels whiskey.
Yeah.
It's got a black label.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And you can get my Louis Vuitton purses back there, and all that. We're in the counterfeiting business. Yes.
Does that? Yeah, he's got a 3D printer.
Yes,
just put $100 in it. Next thing you know,
absolutely,
$1 million.
$1 million. That's what we do.
So anyway, the sheriff wants to do this. He says, no, we don't want to pull these people apart. All right. This thing has always infuriated me, and that is nobody cares about the illegal alien until they need them for power.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. Until they need them, to do something. And in this case, a prop.
When they're being trafficked by coyotes, they don't give two shits. But yeah.
See, and if I'm on that board, I can give them real world perspective that I have witnessed.
Yeah.
Right. I'm totally against illegal immigration, but I literally, when I was working down in Texas, we'd go put up water stands in the desert, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't want you coming over the border, but I also don't want you dying of thirst.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that guy, I mean, seriously, they don't know, or they don't know, or they're ignoring the fact that cartels still get these people to do stuff for them.
Yeah.
Right? Because in Houston, you have these smuggling houses.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there was one day I was on the air in Houston, and there's literally a gunfight going on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
One guy had a bunch of illegals in the back of his truck.
This wasn't another one of your stories, was it?
No, I didn't make
One
this
of
up.
your hoaxes.
No, even I couldn't think of something this crazy. But so he's got all these illegals in the back of his truck, and he's taking them to their little stash house, whatever. Well, a rival gang wants to steal them.
Yeah.
Because when they get them to their stash house, then they extort them even more.
Yeah, labor and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they tell them, you need to come up with another $5,000.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah.
Or we'll kill you.
Yeah.
And they will kill you.
They'll threaten your family. Yep.
That's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So no, but they never thought about that when that was going on.
Yeah.
Right. They didn't think about it when 14-year-old girls are in a cantina, being raped by men repeatedly to pay off smuggling debts and stuff. And see, I know all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I take it personal. It's horrible.
Sure.
So when he's saying, "Oh, they're not doing anything wrong. They're just people trying to make a better life." Yeah, so am I.
Yeah.
Right. So are you.
Yeah.
You guys got a nice house now.
Yeah.
And you've been able to hide a lot of that money you make from the government.
All
and
that.
stuff,
Yep.
cash.
Hide all that money.
Whole
Yep. Exactly.
cash. The room the still is in, it looks like a hoarder of 20s. You walk in there and there's these little corridors between the stacks of 20s. And then when you get past the 50s into the hundreds, that's where the still is.
You should see what's stashed in the walls, man. Oh yeah. Yep. Once you get into there, and then I got a whole shop out back that's detached from the house, and just all. Yep. it's all in there, man. That's where I got my. My
government ain't gonna find that.
That's where I got the Filipinos working out back. You know what I mean?
Oh,
that's
they're good too.
Yeah.
Because most people mistake them for Mexicans.
Yeah, that's true. I had a guy message my show's page today. He goes, "Is this really Caleb Salvatore?" And I'm like, "Well, it depends. Are you a debt collector? Because if so, then it's the Filipino contractor I hired to run it. But other than that, no, it's not. What's going on, man?" Yeah, that's all.
So yeah, I want to do it because these 16-year-old kids who these magic programs are supposed to help.
They're not, though.
One of them killed my best friend's daughter.
Yeah.
Right? And, this place has been open for 3 years. Juvie crime's going up.
Sure.
And it's more violent.
Which is weird because it seems like adult crime is going down because we just posted like our lowest homicide rate in years last year.
Right.
From what I saw. So it's weird that juvie crime's going up so high.
Well, but here's something else. When people talk crime statistics, murder rate is always one of the things
big
they
one,
focus on. What they don't focus on are car thefts, burglaries, dope, all these things like just imagine you're a single mom.
Yeah.
And you got a kid, you got to take your kid to daycare, you got to go work your job where your horny, fat, nasty boss is probably going, "Hey, Betty, I think you're kind of cute." All that craziness going on. And then she comes home, she gets her kid, she's having a nice day watching, some Disney flick, and they're having a tender moment making s'mores, and then they fall asleep in each other's arms. And then some crackhead comes in there in the middle of the night and steals her catalytic converter.
Yeah. So
there's $1,500.
Yep.
That she's going to have to fork out.
That's
and
another
not
industry
have a
I'm
car
in.
For several days.
That's another industry I'm in.
Are
catalytic
you doing
converters? Yeah, we've gotten into those now.
Do you melt them down?
You do got to melt them down because otherwise I found the scrapyard start asking too many questions.
Yeah. No, they got on me on the manhole.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
What do you mean property of City of Omaha?
my grandpa left me a whole collection of classic manhole covers. Here's one of the Kiss manhole covers from 1988.
The guardrail off the interstate, So
but look, I'm a joker. That's what I am. I'm a joker.
Yeah.
But I'm not stupid enough to build a facility and not think about financing the operations of that facility.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm not, arrogant enough, and I'm arrogant. I'm a real arrogant, horrible person.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not so arrogant that I will have made such a catastrophic mistake with a tax dollar. And then just sit on it like,
That just doesn't matter. Like, do these people manage their own money this way? They can't. They'd all be homeless and like sued into oblivion, you would think,
Maybe.
if they were this stupid with their own
Well,
money.
but remember, they can always pull the, I don't think you know who I am.
That's true.
Be the county commissioner.
That's true.
So you know.
It does have perks. I need to run for some bullshit thing so I can
should.
throw that around.
You know what? We need more comics in politics.
I agree. My old business partner ran for governor and got like 3 votes.
You got to have the money. Man.
You do. No, I was looking today. I saw there's...
Imagine that. He didn't win going against a billionaire.
I know, right? Who would have thought, right? That's... I saw today. Mia, what do you think about... I was going to ask you. Douglas County Treasurer is $140,000 a year. There's no Republican running for it.
You know who makes big... I can't remember what they make, but they make a bunch of money. Whoever's elected to make sure everybody gets internet.
Really?
Yeah. That's a 6-figure job.
Internet provider.
You're the telecommunications
director. There you
something.
go. Yeah.
You know, I can't remember what it is, but somebody was going over it.
I just want a fake job like that. That's all I want is a fake job.
Walk in and just look around and go, okay, everything all right.
What does the treasurer do? I just walk in and go, yep, they're paying for the license plates.
Have you been watching the news lately about the treasurer in
No.
Douglas County?
No.
I think you ought to look
The
that
mayor?
story up. No.
Oh, the new one.
No. Yeah, there's an investigation going on.
Sweet. So it's prime time for me to hop on it, is what you're saying.
You should check it out.
I might actually
I
do
don't
this.
think that I can't really talk a lot about it.
Okay. See, I've joked about like running for state senate, but they make like $12,000 a year, and I can't afford to do that. That would
No.
be, no.
No.
But like something like that, I might actually do. And here's my thing, like, and you probably had to think about this as well when you did it. My issue is there's hundreds of hours of tape of me saying horrific things, and
I don't care.
that's my thing. Is from now on, the election in Virginia on last night, I guess, changed the game, because you had that guy that said he wanted that woman's kids to die in her arms so he could piss on their
He
grave.
wanted to shoot him.
Yeah, and
then
that
pee
wasn't
on
a
the
deal breaker for them. So I'm like, okay, I've never said anything remotely close to being that bad. So you
How do you
guys were
think-
fine with him. I'm
How do
okay
you think
now.
I feel?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, my wife, you know, her and I, we've been talking about this a bit lately.
Yeah.
And she just says, you messed up a tweet.
Yeah,
And this guy's talking about killing his opponent and pissing on his grave.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
shooting
Oh,
his kids. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
And he got elected.
and he won.
I'll bet none of those elections are clear. In other words, I think that over many, many years, Democrats have found ways to, you know, illegal votes,
Cheat the system.
mail-in
Yeah.
votes, all that stuff.
The illegal votes are at the illegal votes are at the DMV when you look around and nobody speaks any English. That's the illegal votes.
I mean, see, here's something else I would like to tell board member Garcia.
Yeah.
So I screen people as they all come into the Civic Center, right?
Yeah.
So we get, I would say 50% of the people I see on a daily basis do not speak any English whatsoever.
Right.
Okay. And then here's something else that people don't talk about, but they should. A lot of these people, the majority of them are illiterate.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get your phone and use your translator thing,
They don't know what you're
they
saying.
can't read it.
Yeah. Well, and that's another big problem is you got truck drivers that are coming here that don't speak a lick of English.
Yeah.
And they'll be driving down the highway and it says, hey, one lane ends in a mile, and they don't read that, and then they're blowing through cones, or they kill a worker, or, you know, hit someone with their kid, or that happened in California.
The majority of Amazon drivers,
Yeah.
get ready. This needs to be a huge story. The majority of Amazon drivers that come in the building,
Yeah.
no English.
None.
Don't
Really?
speak a lick of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I guess I don't look
So
at
here's
the
a
Amazon
question:
drivers.
how'd they get a driver's license?
How they get a drive? Yeah.
You know, now it's not illegal to not speak English and drive. Which
Sure.
That too is stupid.
I agree.
But yeah, Amazon drivers, and they're driving those electric 10-ton, you know, giant Amazon
Yeah.
trucks, and they can't read the signs. You know, and you know, I'll tell you one. I see so many people that come in, they don't speak any English, right? And I grew up in Texas, so it is very common. It's normal to me when I deal with Latinos that they'll act like they understand me, and they don't.
Yeah.
But that's just what they've done my whole life.
Yeah.
Right. You have to admit, at least I think, you got to admit, you got to have a big set of balls to go into a country that you don't speak the language, you can't read, yet they come here and they make a living.
They do.
They make a living.
They bust ass is what they do.
Well, I mean, but think about it, that, they just said, well, I guess I'm just going to go to America. Well, you don't speak English. Yeah,
Fake it till you make it, baby. That's all.
Hey,
Mia's the opposite. She gets people that walk up to her and just assume she knows Spanish. They'll walk up and they'll start speaking Spanish to her, and she just gives them that confused look. And then they're confused because she looks like she should speak Spanish.
There's two guys I work with, they're Latino guys.
Yeah.
They don't speak a lick of Spanish.
Yeah.
You know who speaks Spanish?
Who?
This girl I work with.
White girl.
No, she's black.
Oh, she's black? Okay.
And I have so much admiration for this chick. She's such an amazing girl, but she doesn't, she has no airs. In other words, she doesn't, walk around like, hey, I'm hot shit. But like, she's in the Army Reserve. She has a special needs child that she does not pawn off on anybody.
Yeah.
She's also going to school.
Yeah.
And working 10 hours a day at the court.
She's handling her business. We need more people in this country like that.
Handles her business. And she has learned Spanish over the last 2 months.
Just from interacting with people? Or?
No, she said, I got to talk to all these people. I'm just going to start studying Spanish.
Holy
and in
shit.
2 months, now she'll sit there and have a conversation with them.
She's ambitious.
And then I accuse her of talking about me.
Talking shit about you.
Yeah,
you got to
you know
learn how
how.
to speak it back, too, so next time you just rattle something off to her and freak her out.
Sometimes I'll just go, I know what you're saying. Right? And they look at me and then they just kind of clam up. So you know what I just said.
Yeah. You just got to learn some like profanity so you can turn around and just drop it at them.
To kind of bring it back,
Yeah.
I'm running because there has to be people, rational thinking people like us. They need a voice in the boardroom.
Sure.
Right? Not, people, there are guys that come in every meeting to go up there and bitch at every meeting.
Oh, I know one of
God
them.
bless them,
I know one of them.
Does he wear a red hat?
Is it of a roofing company?
No.
Okay, then it's not the same.
But this dude is there every county board meeting, every city council meeting.
Yeah.
He's retired, and that's what he does.
Yeah.
Right? There's a few guys like that, and they come in. And, you can talk to the board members, but it's some kind of BS deal where, the board just sits there and you tell them,
They don't care.
I don't like that. And they're just sitting there,
Yeah. Yeah, guy's sitting there thinking about what he's going to make for dinner tonight.
Common sense people need a voice in the boardroom. They need to be there to give that perspective.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I hope that if I'm elected, by the way, I've made a pledge for my campaign.
Yeah.
I am not going to tell people I'm going to fight for something.
You're not going to fight.
Yeah, we're not going to have that. We're not going to be using that. You know how many? Do you have any idea how many political ads I've had to listen to over my radio
I will
career?
fight. Yeah.
Billions. I will fight for. I will fight for. Shut up.
And they've always got that intense music
If you
in the
got in
background.
a fight, you'd be gassed in about 40 seconds.
These guys aren't fighting nobody.
You're not fighting anybody.
No.
Maybe a pillow fight. But I just want to go in there and bring that perspective, right? Like, if we're going to build this building, then let's have timelines.
Yeah.
And what are our expectations? How's it going to benefit the taxpayer?
Sure.
And I mean, I think, there's a lot of guys that'll say that. I'm not the first guy to ever say that. But I'm probably one of the few guys that just doesn't really care, who, if I make them mad, I don't care. I don't work for them.
We definitely need more real people.
Taxpayer.
We need more real people in those roles,
Right.
not people that are on the board, of some bullshit charity they made up. And, like, we need people that have actually had to deal with hey, how am I going to pay my property tax? It just went up another $150 a month this year.
My house payment went up. I've only refinanced my house once.
Yeah.
And that was when the rate was down to 2%.
Oh, yeah.
Boom, I'm in on that.
Yeah.
But then next thing you know, the taxes start piling up.
Yeah.
And so my house payment, just because of taxes and stuff, has probably gone up 75%.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's dumb.
And they don't do anything with the money. They jack
yeah, they do.
Well, yeah,
they do a lot of stuff with that
stupid
money.
shit with the money. Yeah. No, I mean it's criminal. They're like California, for as bad as they are, they have a rule over there that price you bought your house on is what you get taxed at. And I'm far from one to defend California, but it sounds like common sense to me. I mean, because that's the thing. If I bought my house 30 years ago for $100,000 and now you're taxing me at $500, it's like, what am I getting? What? I didn't pay for this. If I buy a TV, you can't go, well, that TV's actually worth twice as much now, so we're going to hit you with another sales tax. And yeah, you pay the tax one time when you buy the TV, and that's it. That's what they're doing in Florida right now, and that's sounds like common sense to me. I don't know.
Well, the thing is like, especially on a county level, you're the county board.
Yeah.
First of all, you figure out how much money you need for all your stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Then that's when you say, well, we need this. Our budget says we need this. So, all right, so let's raise the levy.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, I can't remember the last time in Nebraska. I can't even remember the last time any person running for office who said, we need to look at spending.
Yeah.
What are we spending money on? It's always, property taxes are very, very high.
Yeah.
We need to spread out the property tax around the state. Like guys that live outside of Omaha, dude, they get crushed.
Yeah.
With taxes they live 3 hours from here.
Yeah.
So I just, you need that guy in that boardroom who knows what, I know what I'm talking about, right? Because as a talk host, you have to know everything.
Yeah.
Even if you're not even going to talk about it, you need to know it, because if it comes up, you got to be ready.
You don't want to sound stupid.
Every day's a final.
Yeah.
So, I know what I'm talking about. I know what can be done. And all it takes is somebody to just pull the trigger on something. And, when this Garcia guy say, well, I don't want to be mean and we want to wait for immigration reform, you're talking 4 years.
Right.
Okay.
If you're lucky.
So that's $300,000 a year for 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. That starts to add up to real dough. And meanwhile, they got to get back on the ball on this thing. Because the taxpayer, a lot of people don't even know this.
Yeah.
Because, there's the media, like they'll do the obligatory every other year. Well, the Juvie Justice Center still isn't open. Well, there's a lot of money that was spent. Okay. You want to hear you want to hear a great quote?
Yeah.
Marianne Borgenson, when in the last story they did, I think it was a year ago or more, maybe a year ago.
Yeah.
She literally said, I can't remember a more contentious debate than over the Juvie Justice Center. Yeah, because you were wrong.
Because you fucked it up. Yeah.
You're an idiot. Well, that doesn't help me. But you were wrong, right? You were so wrong.
We
and
call
all
our
these
opponents
people
idiots.
are going,
It's fine.
hey, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Well, gee, I don't know why you guys are so upset about it. We're going to try to nudge the county. Don't you understand?
A nudge.
Yeah, we just, if you let us build this every day, it'll be 72 and sunny every day with a little rain in the evening.
You nudge us right off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? Do you think it's gonna get dirty? Are you prepared to be the dirty politician? I know a guy who ruins people's lives for fun. If you want his number.
No. I you know what? I'm just going to be me, right? I'm going to be me.
Yeah.
This is me. I know that something has to change.
Yeah.
And I think I can do that.
Yeah.
Because I've always, even people who initially don't like me, that don't know me, we eventually see, okay, all right, well, this person, like them, Chris Rogers, one of the board members.
Yeah.
I disagree with him.
Yeah.
Right. pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
But I like him.
Yeah.
You know, I've had him on my show.
Yeah.
He never ran away from. He was always. Anytime I asked him, "Will you come on the show?" Sure, he'd come around the show. I like the guy, right?
rare
I
nowadays.
think that you know he and I can see something because what they're doing with these juveniles now is a lot of therapy and a lot of, you know, well, you got to understand your pain.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? My parents divorced, and I used to listen to my mom cry herself to sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I know what it's like to have everything suck.
Sure.
So
yeah.
They need that perspective, and if you can, you know, I mean, I'm not going to go in there and go, well, you're an idiot. You don't even understand what illegal immigration is or how it works. No, if you go in there and you explain it to them.
Yeah.
Maybe I think it can make a difference, right? It would save some money. And then plus, I'm looking forward to the bribes.
Oh,
I've heard that county commissioners get bribed a lot. And I'm not saying I want to take a bribe.
Just when someone offers.
But I just think it would be cool if somebody
rush.
would go, tell you what, Chris, we'll give you $1 million if you'll do this. And I'll go, no.
No,
like that,
yeah. So you're just looking forward to being bribed, not accepting the bribe.
No, I don't want the bribe.
Yeah, okay.
But I want someone, because then you know you made it.
That's true. That's true. What constitutes as a bribe?
I'm a headliner.
Yeah. Like if somebody's like, hey, do you want to go out to dinner? And they take me out to Fleming's, and I just assume that we're going to go Dutch, and I run up a $750 tab, which is not hard to do if you go there. And they go, oh, I've got this. Is that a bribe?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yes, you do, because we're trying to get you elected here.
No, I mean, look, if some dude wants to spend $700 taking me out to dinner, that's fine. I don't owe him anything.
That's true.
I mean, you're talking to me like I'm some kind of smoke show chick. Hey, that guy spent $700 on dinner. What are you going to do later? You going back to his house? You spending the night? What's up? Well, I just enjoyed the steak. Well, guess what?
Night. Are we going to get any cringy commercials out of you? Because I love that.
Oh, no, I'm going to mock the hell out.
You should. You should. That's like, we had the one with Dan Osborne that we did the mock ad where I was like, these are my tattoos. It's just over and over and over. That's something like that. Yeah, you got to do it with the patriotic background.
You know, I'm going to be me.
Yeah.
Right? That's how people in this town know me.
They know
me
you.
as a smart aleck, but I'm not stupid, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I've already thought about some stuff. Here's one of the things I thought about doing. I may still do it. Finding people that live in my district that have a famous name.
Yeah.
Right?
Michael
like
Jordan.
Like a Brad Pitt.
There you go.
Or whoever.
Yeah.
You know? And then just say endorsed by Michael Jordan. Right? Like Carrot Top is an old friend of mine.
Yeah.
I reached out. I'm trying to get him to endorse me.
Yeah.
So I could say Chris Baker endorsed by Carrot.
What a swing. Carrot. He's like jacked now.
Huh?
The guy is jacked now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's just.
He hit the gym.
You know, it's funny. He just found that he had a lot of free time.
Yeah.
He didn't want to sit around. He never was a guy that would go out and get high or any of that stuff. He's actually, Scott's his real name, and he really takes his stuff serious.
He should. Yeah.
You know? And he's great.
Yeah.
I wanted to find people with famous names so they could say Chris Baker, endorsed by George Clooney.
Will
and
Smith.
Then there's a guy standing there going, hi, I'm George Clooney, not the actor. I just happen to live in District 6. I like Chris.
Will Smith. Yeah.
Will Smith.
It's a white guy.
Yeah, some white guy with his son dressed like half in drag, half Halloween costume with a
that's great.
lazy Susan on the top of his head with various dips going.
And when do people need to show up to vote for you? What's the day? The primary day?
The primary is in May of 2026.
Okay, so you got some time.
So yeah, right now I'm just kind of I'm raising money, of course.
Yeah.
Right. And the two things that anybody who runs for office needs, you need money and you need volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's what you need.
Yeah.
And so I got a little tweaking to do to the website.
Yeah.
And then we'll start going full court press here in a fairly short amount of time.
There you go.
You know?
Perfect.
So I just think I can I can do a better job than she's done for 30 years.
Absolutely. I think you
know?
can too. It'd be entertaining if nothing else. What do you have to lose?
It would be a hoot.
What do you have to lose?
I was talking to, I won't say who. Well,
Yeah.
I was talking to Amy Melton. She's always
City
been one of
council,
my
yeah.
favorite people. She's really great. And she said, she goes, you know, if you're on county board, that'll give people a reason to tune in.
Yeah, it will. It will. Well, guys, listen. Worst case scenario is your taxes still go up like they were going to anyway, but now it's funny.
Yeah.
Now it's funny. That's the only difference.
Now you can laugh your way to going from, you know, eating steak to ground beef,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
labeled ground beef.
Yeah,
from
and this-
Nebraska.
now you're drinking Shasta instead of Coke.
Ooh,
you know,
Is
Shasta.
that still around?
I don't know. I used to drink it when I was a kid.
Loved it when I was a kid, man.
I had Shasta and RC was the other one we would have.
RC Cola, yeah.
RC Cola was. I had one not too long ago, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
No.
The best, though, RC Cola and a moon pie.
Oh, moon. They
When I
do
was a
still sell
kid-
those.
Yeah, when I was a kid, that was an awesome Saturday.
Yeah, and
You
Fago.
know, I don't know anything about that.
That Fago, they sell it
What
at
kind
like
of
the
dope were you doing?
the
as a
Dollar
kid?
Tree. Fago was the insane clown posse. That was their drink, and it
Oh.
would get sold, and my mom would buy it for us, and I didn't know anything about it. And then they got some beef with Eminem, and he's talking about faggots that spray Fago root beer. And I'm like, wait, what? We were drinking the Juggalo juice? Like, I had no idea.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm going to pass on any beverage that comes from somebody known as a juggalo.
A Juggalo?
Yeah.
We had a 14-year-old kid walk up to our house trick-or-treating on
With
Halloween.
a full beard.
Yes. No, he had his face done like the ICP. And I'm like, okay, it's 11 o'clock at night. I'm either going to get robbed or this is just a lonely kid.
I still don't get that.
The ICP?
Yeah, the Insane Clown Posse. I remember that
I wasn't a
when
fan.
when they first busted out,
Mhm.
and they were all Insane Clown Posse, and I thought, okay, these guys are definitely, they painted their face, so
Yeah.
I at least got to listen.
Yeah.
Horrible.
They're terrible.
They're
But I think that's the
absolutely horrible.
shtick. That's the shtick, is that it's so bad they like it. They do my friend's podcast like once a month, the Anthony Rogers Show.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, they do it like once every other month. They're always on there.
So they sucked on purpose
Yeah,
to become rich and famous.
that's what it's a joke. Yeah,
How do you get everybody in on that?
that's a giant. Well, they built like a culture around it. It's
You
a
know what? If
giant.
that's the way to success, let's start this whole podcast over.
Oh, let's do it.
Hey, Caleb, what's up? Hey.
Well, no, I think there's a guy that's already got that mastered here in town. I won't use his name, but we all know who it is.
Stop talking about Scott like that.
Oh, no, we love
He's a
Scott.
dear friend.
Scott wishes me happy birthday on Facebook every year, okay? All right, where can people send you money, and then we'll get out of here?
Chris Baker for DouglasCountyBoard.com.
Okay.
I'm going to shorten the.
That is a long
domain.
web
It really
address.
is. Listen,
It's a mouthful. Mia's laughing off
he is
camera.
laughing really hard. I have to change the domain to Chris Baker for County Board.
Okay,
Is that okay?
there you go.
I even thought about doing Baker for Board.
Baker for board might
It's
be
still
good.
a little long.
Baker for board's good, though,
You like
don't you
Baker
think?
for Board?
Yeah.
Mia, I'm going to trust you. I have no one working on my campaign.
She'll do it. She's looking for projects.
I'll do it for free.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, see, that's what you need, volunteers.
Yeah, and he was
So-
about to be like, I'll pay you $5,000 a week, and you just you just gave it up.
I'll do it.
I
I'll
have
do
a-
it for a case of Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, what, you don't want the juggalo?
Fago.
Fago, wacko, whatever that is. It just sounds like you'd open it up and it'd be like cough syrup.
It wasn't too far off a cough syrup.
Ugh.
It was, not far off.
I remember it now. You drink Fago, man.
yeah. The scissor. Yeah, Fago. I wonder if they still sell it. I'll get it and drink it on the show if I can find some. That's
I dropped a Mentos in it once and it just fired out like a jet
we used to do that
with a flame.
with a flame. Oh, because it's actually flammable.
I was really going to try to have a better joke for that, but I just went right into it. That's me.
Yeah.
I just go right into it thinking, well, the punchline will pop.
Head first. I love when I
By
do
the way,
that.
I just sent this joke to Danny.
Yeah.
You ever had to go to the bathroom real bad and almost shit your pants because you couldn't find your phone?
Yes.
Is that a good joke?
Actually,
That's
yes,
a good joke.
it's true.
I'll
And
put that in.
yes, I have. Yes, I have. Oh man, I had one I was working on. Hey, you know what? I'm not going to tell it on air because I'll tell it off air because I don't want people to hear it. And then it's
Well, I'm sorry, I rambled.
You're good, man. That's why we have you.
I appreciate you bringing me.
Absolutely, I want to have you back soon.
And I'm going to shorten up that website because I can't have me over here laughing at me and twirling her hair.
That's Mia's first job. Will be
That's how
shortening
you
the
write
website.
Mary Ann to get her to come on the show. Hi, my name's Mia. I'm just sitting here twirling my hair.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hear you've been in office for 30 years. You must be a genius.
That's what we should do. We could bill it as Mia's show.
Yeah.
She comes on and it's just me.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
And tell her my name's Mia.
I'll come on and drag.
No, just be Mia.
I'm Mia.
Yeah,
just like this.
Just like that.
Yeah, I'm Mia. Hi, nice to
By the way, every once in a while we get trannies coming into the. There we had like in one day there was probably 5 that just kind of came in all kind of about the same time. And I'm looking at the guys I work with, and I mean they don't. And this is the funny thing about these people. They can't just say, okay, I think I'm a woman, so I'm going to dress like a woman.
Yeah.
No, they have to dress like, they're Christina Aguilera, right? Back in the 90s, Christina Aguilera with her dirty outfits and all that, giant spiked thigh-high boots.
Absolutely,
and all
yeah,
that. Yeah. That's how they come in.
like it's Mad Max.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just anyway. So found out that was name change day.
Oh,
They were all coming in to change their name.
Oh, is there only like a certain day you can do it?
I don't know. Somebody said, "Oh, it's name change day."
Oh,
What do you mean name change day? Well, they're changing their name. I work with a lot of policemen.
Yeah.
right? So they're very matter of fact.
sure.
And they'll say, "Well, it's name change day," and I'm like, "Name change day? Yeah, it's the day that they're coming to change their name." Like dummy. Like, that I get. I don't know. Is it a special day like ladies' night or
Ladies,
like ladies' night at the county clerk? Come on in, change your name. And they just, it's just funny, man, talking to those guys.
that's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, it's really
As
fun.
hell.
I work with some really great people.
That's awesome.
And anyway, that's it. I'm not going to.
All right.
Mia's falling asleep.
Chris Baker for countyboard.com.org.net. That's
Dot your mama.
yeah.
Dot everything.
They're going to add a few more characters onto the web address.
Yeah.
I think.
It's going to be Chris Baker for Douglas County Board / Big Mouth /
Yeah.
try to get these guys in line /
Yeah.
do a deal with the feds /
Yep.
save the children.
It's going to be the whole. There you go. Save the children. That should be your motto.
I'm running.
The children.
Ask me why I'm running again.
Why are you running?
For the children.
For the children. It's always for the children. Joe Biden was running for the children, but not
running after
the children. It was not for the same reason. That was the difference there. He wanted to sniff the children. That was the problem there. He ran into those issues.
Grandpa Sniffy's coming over.
Grandpa Snippy. The children were running from him. That's
That whole family.
anyway.
Wouldn't you just once like to spend maybe a weekend with Hunter Biden?
Oh, absolutely.
But a weekend, that's it.
It's like Vegas. More
would
than
think
2 days, I'm out. Yeah.
You get there like Friday night, Saturday, by Sunday, you're like, I got to get out.
It's the same way Vegas. Vegas is the same way. Yeah, 2 days in there, I'm good. I'm good. No, yeah, Hunter. No, dude, they're showing these videos of Hunter Biden driving 100 miles an hour, high on cocaine, drinking whiskey, flashing a gun at the camera. I'm like, okay, he's cool. What are you? How am I supposed to dislike this guy? This is
Imagine
awesome.
what all those Russian hookers were thinking.
Oh, I know.
Why am I with this guy?
I know. That's probably what they were.
Psycho is coming after
Absolutely, they were. Absolutely. Okay, we're gonna shut it down. We appreciate you coming on, man. We'll have you back on soon.
No, let's go through another 5-minute rip. No, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Dave.
Best
By
of
the
luck
way,
in your.
Congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
You have really done very well with your podcast.
Thank you.
And
I do
and
my
good
best.
for you.
Thank you. I try to do.
Yeah.
I try. That's we were talking the other day. They said, somebody texted me and they said, hey, if a certain radio slot opens up, would you take it? I go, they'll never offer me that in a million years. But no. So no. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Thank you for coming on. We'll have you back on soon.
Sure.
Thanks, man. All right, you guys, you know the drill. We'll see you back on Wednesday. We've got Rico St. Cloud coming on. He's running for Lieutenant Governor of Ohio as a Democrat, and he's talking about all the problems in their party and why the leader of the state party evidently threatened to kick his ass. That'll be fun. Cheat on your taxes.
They should fight.
I told him to go fight him. He won't listen to me, so I don't know. Cheat on your taxes, not your spouse, and stay based.